Hello, I'm Jashikins, and welcome to another episode of Jash Reads. Tonight we are continuing reading Megamorphs #1, The Andalite's Gift. I was about to say The Andalite Chronicles. I'm like, oh, different book, different book. But anyways, yeah, we're continuing with Megamorphs #1, The Andalite's Gift by Kay Applegate. And I thought I'd be out of the movie theater like maybe 2 hours ago, and I knew Avengers Endgame is like 3 hours, but still, I was like, maybe I'll be out by 1, give me a good resting time, so therefore I can start recording around 2:30, and we get out of the movie theater, and it's afternoon. I was like, oh, there goes that plan. But anyways, this night's chapter is from the point of view of Rachel, who is having an excellent, great time. Maybe I just, maybe if I say it enough, it'll be true one of these days. Now, maybe. Anyways, I think the pain would have killed me if I had been human. I was not just human. I was a bear, and because of the bear's strength, I held on. My front paws were gone, chewed off by the terrible dust monster. Blood was everywhere. I could not walk like a bear. I could wallow along on 2 legs until I had gone far enough away from the terrifying creature. I found a stream no more than a foot deep and 3 feet wide. I sank down into the water and tried to change. I didn't know if I could. I didn't know how I had become a bear. So I wasn't sure if I could become human again. And if I did, what about my hands? Did this terrible injury to my bare body mean that my human hands would be gone too? Rachel. That's what the other creature had called me. The creature that looked like a deer and a scorpion and a boy. He'd made no sound, but I had heard his voice in my head. He called me Rachel. Was I Rachel? I focused on becoming human again, but all the time I braced myself for pain beyond endurance. I'd lay on my side in the stream. Cold water bubbled and rushed around me. I kept the stumps of my paws in the numbing water, and slowly I grew smaller. Smaller and weaker. I held the bloody stumps up so I could see them. I would have cried if I'd had human tears. Fingers! Human fingers were growing from the gore. My hands grew back. The carpet of rough fur was replaced by skin and the black fabric of my leotard. Massive bare legs became my own human hands. Oh, sorry. Massive bare legs became my own human hands. My sense of smell grew weak as my sense of sight grew strong. I stood up, shaky, weak, but no longer in pain. And what was strange was that the scratches and scrapes I got from walking barefoot through the woods were gone. I was renewed. I looked fearfully around for the dust beast, but I saw nothing. It was growing dark. Would darkness protect me? Or would it help my enemy? I looked closer, searching for the alien who knew my name. Alien? The word stuck in my mind. Yes, that creature could not have been from Earth. I knew that. Those memories were still intact. I didn't know whether I knew the aliens or whether he was good or evil, but he had to be an alien. Like the dust beast. Yes, yes, of course. The old woman ranting about yerks. They were aliens, weren't they? Flash, a construction site, finished buildings all around, heavy equipment, dark night, a light in the sky, something landing, something alien, people around me, faces, faces I knew. What faces? I cried, but the vision was gone. I yelled in frustration. I wanted to kick something. I wanted to reach inside my own head and tear down the gray curtain that hid the truth from me. Get a grip, Rachel, I told myself. At least you know your name. And you know that you have some very weird powers. And you know you have some very serious enemies. This was not reassuring. This beast would have destroyed me. Except he'd been distracted by the alien. Was the alien a friend? Had he been trying to help me? The answers aren't here in the forest, I told myself. You need to get back to civilization. That's where the answers are. Back to the world. But which direction? The bear would know. He would have been able to sense it. Could I do the same? I stood very still. I listened. The wind rustled the leaves. Squirrels chattered. Things I couldn't see skittered behind bushes. Birds sang songs of love and threat. The stream chuckled over rocks and fallen branches. The stream! Of course! Follow the stream, I told myself. Okay. That's the end of that chapter. So, let's see. What did you think? I mean, it was short, and I'm liking to see Rachel without all the knowledge, all the gung ho part of her. You know, the gung ho's sort of because she knows what's going on. She knows who she is. She knows the stakes of the world in the world. And this version of Rachel doesn't know. And it's nice seeing how she reacts when all of her armor is taken off. Because she is still a strong person. I'm putting a little weak voice to her, but she's strong. She fucking attacked the Veleek. She's not even aware really what morphine is, but she does it. Instead of waiting past the 2-hour limit, wondering if she'd morphed, if she would have hands or not, she morphed human. And that really takes a lot of strength because she doesn't know what's going on, really. She's grossed out. So, yeah. Rachel is really, really strong. And if you're watching this anywhere, please comment below and tell me, what do you think about Rachel? What do you think this version of Rachel with amnesia is like? Do you agree with me that you're seeing her real strength underneath everything, or do you just feel it's too contrived? If you're commenting on the YouTube, please remember that no spoilers. I'm hoping that people discover this series through my videos, and there are some really big twists and turns that I do not want spoiled for people. If you do want to talk spoilers to me and you're on the YouTubes, link in the description to my Tumblr Ask Box, where you are more than free to talk spoilers to me. If you are shit, sorry, I had an idea, but I should have been drinking coffee while I was doing this so I could stay a little more awake. But I've been having acid reflux problems for the past few days, so yeah, can't do that tonight. I already risked acid reflux while drinking beer while watching Avengers Endgame, so yeah. But anyways, back to my point, sort of. And if you just watch this video and you're like, hey, Animorphs seems really interesting, I think I'm going to get into the series. Hello, new Phantomorph. We do not have cookies here, but we do have wonderful cinnamon buns. You know, the greatest invention of mankind. And if you're thinking about buying your very own copy of Megamorphs #1, The Andalite's Gift by Kay Applegate, please, please, if you're on the YouTube, the link in the description. If you're viewing on my blog, link down below, and both links will take you to where you can buy your very own copy of Megamorphs #1, The Andalite's Gift. And if you're watching this on the YouTube, please like this video if you're really impressed by Rachel this book. And please subscribe to this YouTube channel. I will be reading the whole Animorphs series. So, subscribe so you don't miss out on any amazing Animorphs content. If you're watching this on my blog and watching on the desktop version of my blog, please choose the follow by email option so you will never again miss a blog post by me. Not only do I do these lovely Jash reads, I also do reviews. I do long run posts, and I do a bunch of other stuff too, so you don't want to miss out. The next episode Jash reads will be on Monday and will be more of Megamorphs #1, The Andalite's Gift by Kay Applegate. And the next episode of Jash reads will be on Monday and will be more of Megamorphs #1, The Andalite's Gift by Kay Applegate. And now to the after show thingamajig. I slowly work on a graphic. If you weren't here earlier, I I didn't do this because I thought I did not have time and I was so hurried getting some things done. So yeah. But now we're here and I have an idea. Let me just reassure myself this is live. Let's see. Plus J live. Okay. Sorry, I have a little bit of OCD, I guess, because I don't want to be doing this to make double and triple sure, but yeah, that's, yeah. I haven't been diagnosed, but it wouldn't surprise me by this point. Unless any of you are maybe psychologists or psychiatrists and can give me a list of things where that might cause me to do this repetitive stuff. Live. Okay. Sorry. And so this is going to be another Game of Thrones thing because the latest season's going on, and honestly, Game of Thrones season 8 is the worst season. I mean, I really lowered my expectation after season 7, but season 8 says, oh, you thought your expectations were low? Well, let me tell you, they weren't low enough. But I'm also a Jordani shipper, so get your like pitchforks, you have daddy issues and all the other bullshit. But anyways, there's a quote Tyrion said to Jaime that was referring to Jaime's relationship with Cersei, saying, "You always knew what she was and you loved her anyways." And I just thought of Jorah and Dany because Dany has never been the most stable person. Let me say that she's been like teetering on the edge of madness for a while and never went full way. And I think that, like with Daenerys, if the show was actually written well at this point, and I believe they did not have to shorten the seasons this much, they could have actually done a Mad Queen Daenerys storyline really well. I've been waiting for Mad Queen for so fucking long, so I'm happy for it, but at the same time, it's like, wow, that's like really speed up. So the whole thing the graphic, anyways, will be the quote of, "You always knew what she was, and you loved her anyways." And so, yeah, I think I might be reverting to my favorite fire. I just seem to be using that shit for everything. So let's see if I have any other fire things. And tonight it will just be, let's see how big that is. It will just be the background. Choosing the background because I don't really want to take up too much of your time and I need to go to bed. I think I have to wake up early tomorrow. But I just can't stop. I don't really like sleep. I have no clue why. It's like sleep, 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 sleep. Let's see what I can do to avoid sleep, sleep, sleep. And I think I'm funny, but everyone here probably wants to fucking kill me by now. Let's see if I can do something artsy to the background. Let's see what this does to that. Yeah, no. Let's see. I think that's good enough and that's artsy enough. And it seemed like when I did that effect, it had something there. So let's make cut off a little bit, just in case. Okay. You knew who she was. You knew what she was. Okay. That'll be it. Yay! We got this background. And yeah, the background, and I might do a little more layered than normal. Let me show you something that was a little more layered than usual, and I really liked it. Yeah, this one was more layered, took a little more time. After Jorah died, this took maybe an hour or two. I think the background itself, the very, very background, didn't take that long, but yeah, it was, yeah. So it might be something in this vein. Maybe by the end. And if you're wondering where the quote in the background comes from, I couldn't find it just to copy and paste. I had to type that up, and that turned out to be one of the easiest parts. But Yeah, it's a quote from Animorphs that you don't really need to know, but it does, to me, it just added to, me thinking about Jorah's death. But yeah. So yeah. So I don't know exactly how far that one will go. So maybe we'll have like a few different quotes by the end there, and Daenerys being all mad in the flames. Who knows? That's one thing about working on graphics. My little non-creative side, just I'll start out with an idea and then yeah. So by the time I talk to you again, I will have watched the next episode of Game of Thrones, where the plot does not matter. Everything is to subvert expectations. People teleport everywhere. All I'm hoping is that either Cersei uses wildfire on the city, or Daenerys goes cray cray and starts burning the city, or both. I would fucking die in happiness if it was both. Oh my gosh. But I'm watching this as a B, like I would a B movie, so and also like, in a slasher movie, you're not too cared about who lives or who dies. But anyways, this is not a Game of Thrones video. I am ending an Amor's dramatic reading, and the next Jash reads will be more of Megamorphs #1 The Andalite Skipped, and will be on Monday sometime after my Game of Thrones episode review. And until next video, goodbye.